And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. I'm your host, Ben Haggerty, a.k.a. Ben Realverse World. And today, our guest, CJ motherfucking Fly. Yes, pro era rapper. The label ran by Joey Bada. This guy, I met him, maybe almost 3 years ago on the Schoolboy Q tour. Joey was our support on that tour. And ran into CJ and we became buds, and I told him next time he comes out to LA, stop by the fucking space and share his story, and he did that. So New York rapper, we talk about his whole come up, how he got into this shit, and his experience with everyone knows who this dude is. He's currently on the Beast Coast tour, traveling all over the US. We got to go see that show actually a week after this recording, which was dope. And we actually did a whole video with Levi. Levi is Joey's videographer. He's on tour with the Beast Coast tour and creating all the content there. So I think next week, Levi's episode will come out. So I did this episode, and then Levi's episode is coming out the next. So it's pro era back to back. And we're going to drop a YouTube video that takes you into the whole day in the life of being on tour with the tour photographer, which is dope. But CJ shares the story, and I think this dude's got mad talent. It was fun watching him perform. He had a set prior to performing with Beast Coast, so he opened up the shit and he fucking killed it. And so if you have a chance to go see the Beast Coast tour, definitely do it. And if you don't know who CJ is, you gotta listen to this whole episode and find out and become a fan, and make sure to follow him on Instagram and show him love and do all that shit. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That's it. If you are new to the podcast, Black with No Cream is the fucking shit. Read up. You know what I'm saying? And we also have the How to Charge a Client guide currently available on our store, shop BWNC.com. It is a 54-page guide that will teach all creators how to level up when charging their clients and make some more money. So if you are interested in that, it is available. We spent a lot of time making it, so hopefully you spend a lot of time reading it over and over again, and send us messages like everyone else has been, telling us how much fucking money you made because you read the guide. We fucking love seeing that shit. Check our highlights on our Instagram story because it's dope. All right, cool. Thanks for listening to this. If you want merch, you can get, where to get it. Shout out to all of our Patreon supporters too. We have the Q&A experience after the episode that you can get on our Patreon, patreon.com/blackwithnocream. That's the link. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Let's jump into it, right, motherfucking now.
Attention.
If you stop this podcast recording at any time, you will die.
I don't want to die.
Do you want to live?
Yeah.
You have 24 hours to share this podcast with 5 people or you will die.
I'm kidding, you won't die. You're just weak shit for not sharing.
And the winner of the best motherfucking podcast goes to...
Black with No Cream.
What do you think?
It's so fucking dumb and so fucking Ben Haggerty.
I knew you would say that. And we're back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. Today's motherfucking special guest, CJ Fly. How's it going, bro?
I'm good, man.
You out here in LA?
Yes, sir.
Gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Before we get started, you said first and only podcast?
Yeah, first and only podcast, and this is about to be my first cup of coffee too, right?
All right. I want to see it. Yeah, he says it's his first cup of coffee.
Oh, shit.
He's going to crack into it. It's just straight black with no cream.
Oh, man.
You nervous?
I'm very nervous.
It's a little high. If you want to wait a little bit, we can wait.
So look, I'm going to just say this first.
Yeah.
The reason I never really got into coffee like that is because it smells interesting. You know what I'm saying? But I hope the taste is different from the smell, because I don't drink beer, I don't drink champagne, I don't drink a lot of things. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
So.
No, that ain't weird. I mean, it's definitely like an acquired taste. I mean, it looks like brown water. All right, let's see. He's drinking the coffee right now for my audio listeners. He's sipping. Yeah. A little hot. Little thing there.
It tastes like the Frappuccino, but it's just no sweets and no...
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
I can get down.
But it's like an acquired taste. Like my grandma tried putting me on this shit back in the day.
I feel you.
And I thought it was the grossest shit ever.
What about black with no cream with a little sugar?
Yeah, so you could do it. I like I said, people always feel obligated. I'm like, nice.
With it, though.
Yeah, but I see like you're starting out, you might want to add a little sugar, add a cream. I ain't mad at
definitely.
it. Do what you gotta do,
vanilla,
bro. Yeah,
extract.
That's
We
it.
good. We popping.
So that's cool. We just witnessed history right there.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's crazy.
If you don't drink the rest of it, I ain't mad.
I'm gonna try to take a little baby sip on the way. Man. So if you got a little tequila to throw in there,
Oh shit!
Let's get it.
Is that your go-to drink?
Yeah,
Tequila?
I don't. Tequila's alkaline. A lot of people don't know that.
Alkaline for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I love tequila. I fucking drink that shit.
I don't like drinks with sugar in it because it makes my stomach hurt. I like the agave or something fresh. You know what I mean? So a tequila is always something I go to, and I don't ever have hangovers.
Right.
Every time I drink vodka or anything else,
Fucks you up.
always.
You like gin? You ever drink gin?
Occasionally, like the few times I came out here and fucked with Wiz, I drink a little gin.
Oh yeah, he loves gin, huh?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Bombay sipping.
Yeah. You know, yeah. So I'm a social gin drinker.
Right. When the time calls for it.
Definitely.
You, my friend, we met. Shit. When was that? 2016, 15,
Yeah.
16.
15, 14, whatever.
Blank Face
Yeah.
tour.
Time flies, right?
Damn, it does fly. It's fucking crazy. Traveled around. You guys didn't do Europe with us.
No.
It was just the U.S.
Facts.
That shit was tight as fuck.
I didn't even go on that tour. I just came for a couple of days, so we linked up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I make sure I connect dots when I'm around. Like,
Right,
what
just
up?
pit stop in real quick.
For sure, yeah.
Damn, that's fucking. It was a minute. Yeah, we did the full U.S. with Joey,
Facts.
which was a bummer because then we all went to Europe and it's just like not the same.
No, for sure.
what I
Energy
mean?
is different, right?
Yeah, it was just wild.
That's how it always
I had a
is.
Shawnee on here.
Word?
He was like one of my first few guests.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
just
a
talking
bro.
about shooting shit and stuff. I haven't even talked to him in a minute. I don't even know what he's been
I
up
gotta
to.
hit him too.
Yeah, damn. But you've been around the world, bro. You guys are doing something right now.
Trying, man.
You're out here preparing for tour.
Yeah, tour starts in like, I don't know when this is going to come out, but tour starts in a matter of days. I can count on one hand.
Right. So by the time this comes out, it might be a few weeks, but
Yeah.
there's probably some days that you can find them
If
on.
you're listening to this shit, make sure you come see us on tour. Amphitheaters everywhere around America. Come check us out and all that.
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
This is your first
I'm
time
excited.
doing that big?
We did the amphitheaters for the Under the Influence Wiz tour back in 2013.
Right.
And that was interesting. I feel like I'm about to experience what we experienced then because
Yeah.
I'm opening it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the opening the opening crowd
Right.
coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's gonna be crazy to perform together as Beast Coast when everybody is there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's gonna be the magical moment. Because before we used to just watch Wiz when the venue's full.
Right.
Now we're gonna get to see the full like repercussions of having a full crowd.
So what? You're opening and then you guys are doing Beast Coast?
Facts. So I have my own opening set, and then we're doing a Beast Coast joint set, super set.
That's gonna be fucking hard.
Yeah.
How many? Is there any other?
Avengers, you know what I mean?
Is there any other openers on that shit?
Kirk Knight and Nick Caution and
Right.
Underachievers.
So how long is your set? Probably.
My set, I don't know yet, honestly. I'm gonna
Really?
find out. We're probably like 15 minutes.
Yeah, right.
So everybody listening, get there early.
Yeah, right. Show up for the
For
boy.
sure.
That's fucking tight, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
But I mean, what a way! Like, I think that's cool too that you have the opportunity to come back because, like you said, you opened up for Wiz and then you guys are doing that shit and then you come back out. You don't get to like redeem yourself when there's the rest of the people there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But when you do come back out, it's like all the people that showed up late get to experience it for the first time,
Exactly.
and the people at the beginning are like, "Oh shit, he's actually like tied in."
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
I'm excited, man.
That's gonna be sick.
Historic moments happening.
How's the Beast Coast thing been?
It's really dope, man. You know, it's a lot of creative minds, and when we come together, it's like really beautiful to see what we could put together. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, we've all been homies, bro. We all from Flatbush. We all
Right.
grew up together. So it's like, even like I just told you, I just left the crib.
Yeah.
And the whole Beast Coast is at the homie's crib I'm
Right.
staying at.
Just
And
chilling.
I didn't know that was going to happen, but that's just the energy. Like, we always on our homie vibes, just chilling, always hanging out and shit. So that's the brothers, you know what I mean?
He said he swooped back just before he came here and everyone was playing 2K and shit. He's like,
Facts.
"What?"
I don't ever play 2K. I told you, I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, you don't? No video games?
Nah.
Man,
I mean, no video games, but like
Right.
2K and all that. I don't like playing games that everybody else is like, you feel me? I don't want to start scrapping with somebody over 2K and shit. I'm not one of those people. I'd be like, yo, you want the controller?
Yeah, have
Toss
it.
that shit
Right.
up. You want to play some Call of Duty Zombies though? Holla at your boy, you
All
heard?
right, I see you.
I'm here.
There we go.
Yeah.
I just got into Apex Legends.
Okay, yeah.
That's
People
just-
been trying to get me on that, but I've been very, very skeptical.
That's how
Like,
Q was. I hit Q.
Yeah.
I was like, "Have you played this game?" And he played Fortnite. He's like, "Nah, fuck." He's like, "Fuck it. Fortnite's dope." And I was
can't
like,
get
"Bro,
into
come on.
Fortnite,
I know me
too.
either." And then now all his interviews after
Yeah.
the album dropped, he's like, "Yeah,
Apex.
I love Apex." I was like, "This guy, fuck."
Nah, that's how it goes though, bro. You always front on something and be like, yo, I can't fuck with that shit because we don't know about it. And
Right.
I'm so in depth in love with Call of Duty Black Ops and
Yeah.
they keep upgrading the maps.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I playing another game for? You feel me? Like, that's
Right.
how people feel about Fortnite. So
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to get too deep into that. I feel like it's already time consuming enough. I'm trying to get into more.
It
I just
is.
turned 26 a couple weeks ago,
Happy
on July
birthday.
6th. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm trying to read more books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Play a little less video games.
feel it.
So make some more big man moves.
Yeah, I feel
Video
like
games ending.
I've never been like I just don't have enough time to fucking do it, right?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, so it's like if you could fill all the other times with like shit that you should be doing that's gonna grow you as a creator or whatever.
sure.
But I feel like just now recently, like I've been doing so much and my head feels like it's gonna explode. So when I go home at the end of the night, it's like the way to kind of shut it off. You know what I
Definitely,
mean?
I agree with that. When
So,
I'm stressed,
yeah.
throw that motherfucker on, play 2-3
You
rounds.
don't, nothing else matters.
Yeah, facts, and I'm good.
That's solid. That's what I've been fucking with.
Virtual reality.
It's tight. I've never done the VR video game.
No, but that's what it feels like to me.
Right.
When you're moving your controller and you're walking around, going places,
Yeah.
going up the staircases and shit.
You know that's you.
Yeah. I'm in there. I'm
That
like,
shit's tight.
yeah.
Man, Flatbush. I got to go tour around when we were on the B&J tour.
Yeah.
We played in not it wasn't even it was our New York show, but it was in Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where everyone
sure, yeah.
whatever the fucking MetLife.
That was a weird venue, by the way.
MetLife?
No, MetLife? Was it MetLife? Or was it another one?
Where's it?
It was a weird spot in Jersey. I know I drove from Brooklyn to come link.
You went to the show?
Yeah.
The B&J show?
Which one you talking about?
Beyonce and Jay-Z, the OTR2? I was like, what are you?
That's Q tour. My bad.
Oh, nah.
I never heard nobody call it me and Jay.
No, B&J for Beyonce.
We got BJ's wholesale marketing. I'm like, wait a second. My bad. Go
No,
ahead.
when I was on, so on the last tour I did with B&J.
Got you.
Then we played in New York, but it was like
the
not
MetLife.
New York. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
MetLife.
okay.
So, but it counted. And then,
Right.
now I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about with that shit. Damn. Fuck,
What you was talking about was the
Flatbush.
Yeah, there you
so
go.
Slick and Hobbs are both from Flatbush.
Right. We was talking about that too.
Yeah, you know them?
Yeah,
they
facts.
do bone breaking shit,
Facts.
and like they're crazy.
I'm
but
not sure if I know Hobbs, but me and Slick go way back.
Okay,
I used to
word.
dance like Jamaican culture
Yeah,
dance,
yeah.
and we would definitely like cross paths at this program called B Camp.
Oh, that's
feel me?
hard.
And Slick will always be in there with the rest of the Bone Breakers and the rest of the
Fucking
Brooklyn
going in.
homies that I knew.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you like I always looked up to him as a dancer.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was always lit in Brooklyn from my
Right,
knowledge.
right.
So to see him be on the cover, to see him be dancing, see him in a documentary going crazy, I'm so happy for bro.
You know
feel me?
the new Target that's in Flatbush. It's
Yeah.
like we went there and got the album for the first time. His
That's
first
crazy.
time seeing the album
Was
cover
right there?
in Brooklyn. Like
That's
we're in
crazy.
Flatbush and like we bought it and he was like getting. I was like the cornball dude. Like, hey, that's him on the
Yeah,
cover.
bro.
And the chick like looked at it. And she's like, cool. And put it back. I was like, damn, come on.
People in Flatbush are assholes to some extent.
Yeah,
bro,
I'm
you
like,
know
this
what I
guy's a
mean?
cover
I
of
love him.
Beyonce Jay-Z's new album. What the hell? He's from here. He's from like blocks away.
Listen, if Beyonce and Jay-Z was standing behind him, then
They
she'd be like,
trip.
oh my
Yeah, they would
God,
fucking
you feel
trip.
me?
I know, that
And it's
shit.
crazy, that same Target, I think one of the Flatbush zombies used to even fucking work there.
That's crazy.
I couldn't, don't quote me on that, but you
Right,
feel me? That's
yeah.
how sentimental that location
Yeah.
is to us. Even STEEZ, before STEEZ passed, he shot a video right in front of that shit.
That's
So,
crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he was talking about like he took me all around the whole set and like showed me everything. It
Yeah.
was like, dude, it was so fucking tight just
Yeah.
to see like, you know, nostalgia for these
Of
people,
course.
especially now where he is today, and it's got to be the same for you.
beautiful,
It's like you
yeah.
guys get to go travel. You're doing amphitheaters all over the U.S. right now, but you go back home where it started. It's like
Of course, it's different.
it's fucking wild.
Definitely.
How was it like growing up in that area, like coming up in that time frame and everything for you guys? Because you guys have like an entire niche, like crew. Like you guys are very like have been squad for a long time, but like just the music that has come out of that area is fucking wild. Like it's consumed the world. You know
For
what I mean?
sure, definitely. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like just being from where we're from, it's already a boiling pot of multiple cultures. The fact that we're like multifaceted, like artists ourselves, we come together. It's just like almost a similar thing. We're our own, representing our own cultures. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm the Jamaican and Bajan representative. You know what I
Right.
mean? Joey is the Jamaican and St. Lucian representative.
Yeah.
And you got other people that's only from Guyana, only from Trinidad. So when we come together, it's just like a Flatbush link up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just, I don't know, man. We've always been homies for years. Like a lot of people knew STEEZ prior to us knowing them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as time went along, we started linking up more, and we was like, all right, we're gonna solidify this Beast Coast thing and really start doing our part to really, you know what I mean?
So that shit's been have you guys been calling it Beast Coast for a long time?
Yeah, definitely. Something STEEZ definitely coined a
That's
minute
crazy.
ago, and like we just made sure we kept that shit alive.
Yeah.
For me, so
Wow, that's
for sure
fucking
for a
wild.
while, it's like Flatbush, East Coast, Beast Coast, why not?
Right. But I mean, you guys got to do fucking Jimmy Fallon and shit.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
Is that your
bro.
first time doing like a national?
For sure. That
And-
was mind blowing for me too. Still is.
What did the crowd think?
The crowd loved it. I was surprised. Like, I don't know. Like that song is
Mosh
I
pit.
can't compare it to anything. You
That
feel me?
shit, we were watching it right before
Yeah.
I was showing him. I was like, this shit is a straight mosh pit song.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Like fucking off everything. Everybody should be fucking hanging from the ceiling. And
Right.
Shit.
Oh, wait till you see tour. That's
I know.
I can't even say too much. But
Is there an LA date?
Huh?
Is there an LA date?
We I'll send you the
I'm gonna
info.
come through.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure,
gonna come through.
definitely.
That shit's gonna be nuts.
But they have, bro. Trust me, they got some shit. I can't even say too much, but let's just know some of the homies got a couple wires tied to them and they're gonna be fly.
Oh yeah, I saw some pictures. I saw some
It's gonna be
BTS.
crazy, bro.
Damn.
Out of this world.
That's-
I'm not doing that shit though.
You're not?
Nah, I'm good. I'm fly already. What more fly I gotta
CJ
get?
Fly.
You know
What about what about those shoes with the fucking little trampoline sticks in them that
That's
people
what
can do
I-
like
yo, the
mad
stilts,
flips?
the stilts.
Yeah, but no, the ones that Justin Bieber brought his people out.
Wait, what? I didn't see those. You
Yeah,
gotta pull
dude.
that up for
They're
me. That's
like
crazy.
they're like
Trampoline shoes?
trick dancers. Trick
And
dancers.
it makes you bounce higher.
Yeah, it's a stilt, but it like bends. You know, like amputees.
Yeah.
They wear those running legs.
Oh, wow, and
It's
they
like
use those
that.
to bounce off
But
of
you
them?
can do like 3 flips.
Oh fuck no.
So that could be you.
I'm good.
You could learn.
I told motherfuckers I wanted the little Michael Jackson square that opens up. And
Yeah,
pops
shoot you out.
Like,
Dude, those are like kind of scary.
I'd rather that than this is a wire holding me that goes.
Yeah, it just pops off your belt.
Exactly.
You're just like, what the hell?
It's a wrap.
It's like,
CJ
dang.
fly in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
You be flying after you drink this fucking cup of coffee
No,
today.
facts. Oh yeah, I feel it already. I want to light the spliff up, but we ain't
No,
trying to get
sorry.
kicked out. Nah, we good.
It's the whole fire code shit in my building.
New Yorker would be like, it's California, bro.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like,
all
it
good.
is what it is.
Nah, facts.
So like coming up in the music though, what first got you interested in it? Were you born and raised there?
In Flatbush?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my whole life I was raised in Flatbush for about 10 years of my life.
Right.
And then I'm 26 now, so like 16 years I've been living in Bed-Stuy.
Okay, right.
So that's why I heavily rep Bed-Stuy and
Right,
Flatbush.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? I'm a Bed-Stuy and Flatbush native.
Right.
But yeah, Brooklyn and New York raised me. You know what I mean? I've been there my whole life.
Yeah.
My family being from the Caribbean, it's like I'm a mix of multiple cultures in Brooklyn. So
Yeah.
definitely.
What was music like? Did that come to you in high school time? Like when do you think you got involved in that shit?
My parents, being that where they're from, they've been heavy on the music. Music's always been a big part of my life.
Yeah.
My dad has so many reggae CDs, cassettes, and he's been raising me on Buju Banton and Bob Marley, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my mom, being from Barbados, a lot of soca and calypso is from her culture.
Damn.
So that's a lot of the music that I was raised on. I didn't even get into hip hop until LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire was the shit.
Facts. Aside from me buying bootlegs from the flea market, that's now like a fucking complex for the gentrifiers in Brooklyn. Hey, y'all. What you call it?
For real?
Yeah, like I used to go buy my little $5 bootlegs, and I would get you know what I'm saying? I had mad different raps, but it wasn't no real hardcore rap. It was like I would have like Young Jock, Young Bird,
Right,
like
yeah.
Lil Bow Wow, like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
different things. I'm a kid, you feel me? In like
Yeah.
2004, 5 and shit. So
And that was
I would
like
have-
the most highly advertised shit.
Right.
You know
feel
what I mean?
me? So at the time, I was getting all those bootlegs and shit. And when LimeWire came along with like, I would say 8th grade, 7th grade, so I was
Right.
like 2005, 2006, going into high school, I discovered Tribe. And I fell in love with Tribe.
Yeah.
Before that, I remember being a kid and always seeing Biggie on TV.
Right.
I remember the first rap song I ever sang, and my parents was like, "Don't say those words." Was Thong Song. My dad was like, "Watch him out! Don't talk like that." I'm like, "Yo, chill, I'm just singing that don, But yeah, that was the first. And then I remember being a baby, bro. It's so weird. I have this memory. I remember being a baby sitting in the crib, bro, watching Biggie's "Sky's the Limit." That's why it's one of my favorite songs ever.
As a baby.
As a baby, bro. I don't even know if I was a baby or just like a younger
Toddler.
child. You feel me? But I
Right.
remember just watching that shit and seeing the kids in the video. Remember, there's a kid. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I
The
can't
video is
remember.
it's a kid version of Biggie and Puff, and they're doing the whole shit in the video.
Oh yeah, right. Damn.
So as a kid,
Yeah, you're watching that
seeing
shit.
that, I'm like, oh shit,
Right.
These kids are rappers? I
Yeah.
didn't know. It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
click
you
for
didn't
me.
know it was them.
And that's the same way I felt when I seen people like Bow Wow and Romeo. I was like, oh shit, these kids are killing it. I want to do what they're doing.
Damn, that's interesting as fuck.
You feel me? So moments like that have always stuck with me. And then even when I would get a ride home from school, I would always remember High 97 was a big part of my childhood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the reggae mixed with that, mixed with me discovering LimeWire, finding out about Phife Dawg.
Right.
Being like, oh my God, this guy is a Caribbean rapper that mixes
Made it.
that whole shit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to do exactly what he's doing. And De La Soul after that, a little bit of Wu-Tang, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I just started studying the art form. And I think I've been writing raps since the 7th grade, but I didn't have the confidence to actually record and shit until like my freshman or sophomore year of high school. But I met Pro Era in my junior year, so I was rapping prior to
Right.
meeting anyone. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be a rapper. I always told everybody I'm gonna be a rapper no matter what.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like if you were a baby chilling, standing for some reason in your crib.
I believe
baby.
it. I believe it.
But I wonder if it was if you only saw like full grown men rapping if it would have been as interesting to you.
Hell no.
Like that's so crazy to hear that.
You got to think about marketing and just the way the world works.
Right.
People sell products to people that see themselves. Black shows appeal to black audiences because we see ourselves.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Makeup tutorials, all this Kylie Jenner shit and all that. Why? Because they want to be that.
Yeah.
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? So everything works that way with all types of business.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it like that.
I remember like getting into like punk music, and because what's crazy is I wish there was never a Hot 97.
Oh wow.
That in Iowa, I'm from Iowa, so I'm from
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere. So that was like we had 92.3, which was like the most trash like pop radio, whatever.
And they playing like the top 100s.
Yeah, just like
Not even no underground shit.
nothing. So you don't get discovered by anything unless like the kids bring it to school or some
Yeah,
shit.
for
And
sure.
I was at a Catholic school, so it was even worse.
Oh my God.
And so, but then someone figured out LimeWire. Then someone's like, "Oh
Right.
shit, check out this. This is 50 Cent." And you're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And you start
that's
getting
another
put on.
bootleg that I had.
Yeah, me too. It
Oh
was
my
like
God.
we
I
would
had all of those.
download everything.
We have the same birthday.
June 5th. Ooh, yeah, you're right.
Facts.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Facts. I got mad birthdays on that same day too.
Yeah, June 5th is pretty.
July 6th.
July 6th?
Yeah.
July 6th is your birthday?
Yeah.
No, June 5th.
You June 5th?
Yeah,
You
June 5th. I'm a month and a day
Yes, we spoke
older
about
than
that.
you.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, plus a few years, bro. I fucking got you by a few years.
Nah, you young.
Still, I remember that era of like
Right.
people being able to get this music
Right.
and obtain it and shit. And like,
it was special.
It was. And then in like the punk shit, like for me,
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to a show. When did you go to your first show?
Damn, you about to have me expose my cards and look crazy.
But I mean, I know a lot of people in hip hop don't go to shows until way later. Like no,
So
there was
what you call it? This is live, but all right. So I'm just gonna put this out there. Like I said, at the end of the day, as a child, I used to see Bow Wow and these kids rap, and I used to want to be like them. You
your
feel
boy
me?
pulled up on Bow Wow.
Yo, listen, relax, man, chill. Nah, but you feel me? Definitely, that was one of the goals to be like that. Anyways, I went to the fucking Scream tour, bro.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
And my mom took me. It was only me and my mom. And my mom knew how much I was like passionate about rap. You feel me? And how much I wanted to be that.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Mom, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be in like Mike. I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? And her being a single mom, because my parents weren't together basically my whole life and shit. You feel me? Her being a single mom, of course she's gonna support me and like push towards me doing that. But I don't think she really wanted me to do that. She was just like, it's supporting it as a kid stream. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that was my first concert. But outside of that, I didn't really start going to concerts until I started performing.
Right.
Like that might be the only concert I went to.
That's crazy.
Really though.
Was
Only.
it dope? What I mean, like seeing it in real life and seeing someone that you kind of idolize and were trying to mimic and whatever, like being able to finally see it. And don't lie, bro, because you know that shit. Lil Romeo, my homie. He's the first person. He had my back. He was like the first famous person that I became friends with out here.
He thrashed Bow Wow in that battle.
I know.
I remember when he came back with that diss video. I was like, damn, Team Bow Wow, we fucked up right now. Fuck. Damn.
Crazy.
But to be honest with you, this is another embarrassing fact, bro. I grew up in Brooklyn in a low income area.
Yeah.
We was never rich. My seats were so bad.
Right, you couldn't even see the show.
Bow Wow looked little Bow Wow, not a little Bow Wow,
Like
little. You feel me?
Right.
And I'm like squishing my little baby eyes, like, yo, is that him?
Right.
And then B2K and all these guys, Mila J, Janae Aiko before she was, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's just crazy, but definitely that changed my life. But I feel like the moments that really, really, really changed my life, bro, was times that I can tell you this. Shaggy came to my junior high school or elementary school talent show or something like that.
What the
I was
fuck?
supposed to host it. And it's crazy. I met Shaggy years later, and I'm gonna tell you about that too. And I was supposed to do something for it, but I was so nervous. And this was me trying to take the steps to be a musician of some sort or be like a personality, you know?
Yeah.
And they put the mic in front of me, and I was just so nervous I couldn't do it.
Right.
And then Shaggy came out after that, and it was a moment for me because, like I said, my dad raised me on reggae.
Yeah, right.
So seeing Shaggy was
Yeah.
a moment for me as a
Right.
kid. I was like, oh my God, outside of Bow Wow, I was like, this is crazy. I need to like do that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the energy was crazy. And after that, years later, me and Joey went to Netherlands. And Shaggy's in the same hotel as us, bro. And I tell him the story. He's like, yo, that's mine. Of course, he don't fucking remember that shit.
Yeah,
You feel me? But
right.
it's just crazy to see things come full circle like that, you know? Moments like that definitely made me thankful that I followed through with my dream and didn't ever quit, you know?
That's fucking
But
crazy.
yeah, man. Definitely. A little Shaggy, a little Bow Wow, a little everybody.
Dude.
Jay-Z too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck.
Heavy
Uh-huh.
from Bed-Stuy, like
Right.
biggest influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we did a show. So I played music too.
Yeah.
So like, but that's
Really?
what my path was punk music,
Yeah.
right? Punk and like indie shit and whatever.
Dope.
Like I played drums and bands. And all
That's
that shit.
crazy.
And then we got into hip hop. Then everyone started like, we had a little squad of like producers and all that shit. We started
Fire.
making music and we would play shows. I would rap my ass off. I rap my ass off. I swear to God.
I can see it.
Macklemore came out and he had this. Him and I have the same birth name.
Wow.
So people would be on the radio like Thrift Shop by Ben Haggerty, aka Macklemore, and people were texting me like, "Oh my God, I heard your song." I was like, "Not me."
Wow.
So that shit was funny when I got to meet him on Q's tour because I was like, "Bro, we have the same name." Like I've said this a million times.
Like last name
Ben
too?
Haggerty. His name is just spelled with 2 G's and an E.
The same exact name?
Yeah.
Y'all not related?
No.
No cousins?
Nah, I mean it's like just off by a little bit, but we both Irish and shit.
That's
And then he's asked me
crazy.
to go on tours and shit, shoot his stuff. So it's funny like how full circle that was. Like when I was doing hip hop shit and
Yeah.
going to his shows, just kind of
That's
like
the
learn.
universe.
Yeah, it's wild, but
I got a little part Irish in my family too, you heard?
there we go. But we opened for Shaggy.
That's the word? It wasn't me.
It was crazy. It was like a college, like I don't know what the fuck it was, but he was dope. Nah,
No,
like
Shaggy's great energy.
yeah, it was tight.
It's crazy,
What a
yeah.
life. So then getting into it is like you kind of like started doing talent shows, shit like that at school. It was like school active shit.
Definitely. Even before Pro Era, bro, me and STEEZ did 2 talent shows in Edward Almora where we all linked up and started the crew.
Really?
Yeah. And before that, I did another one without him with another homie. Shout out my homie FNL. And then I did some dancing shit, but mainly I was trying to just be an entertainer in general. I was always, I could go into a party, bro. The party would be dead. And I'll walk in that motherfucker and start
Turn it
dancing.
up.
Be like, let's go.
Yeah.
We don't got motherfuckers in here for no reason. Just
Right.
start dancing. And people will always give me that same energy back in reciprocation. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I should just really, really take this shit serious and keep doing it. So definitely those talent shows and stuff like that definitely helped build me up to be where I am. You know what I mean?
Were the talent shows like a school-based program or like, cause we never really had talent shows. Like we had
So
like
it wasn't
one.
a talent show, really.
So it was like,
It was like, you could call it a talent show because people came and were able to do it, whatever your talent was.
right.
But they had something called Jam Cafe
Okay.
at Edward Almora because it's a school for communication, and I guess they wanted to help everybody's
Creative
dreams.
passions.
Exactly.
Right.
So with that being said, a lot of people came through and did what they did, and we like made sure that we wrote a rap to Far Side's Running and made sure we spit that shit, made our own hook to it, and
Damn.
own bars, and you know what I mean? Like that was the first moment, you feel me? And then even after that, like when we put the crew together, like I just found this letter in my crib the other day. It was like, Joey used to call himself Jovi.
Jovi?
And Jovi, like his full name is Javon.
Yeah.
And he called his old name was Jovi.
Tight.
My bad, bro. Don't kill me. And then what you call it? On the letter it says, "Dear Jovi and CJ, thank you for performing at our festival."
Wow.
So little small things. People would do stuff like that. Like when they had bake sales and cooking,
Yeah.
they would have a little performance included. So our school was just trying to do things differently. You know what I mean? And have a little extracurricular moments and stuff.
That's so dope.
But definitely those moments definitely gave us the confidence to do what we do outside of that. you
Right.
know? And it's very inspiring.
So like you got you, STEEZ, who were other people that were before Pro?
Powers present.
Powers?
My bad. Powers
the boy.
present. Yeah, I'm out here fucking off the coffee.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I mean, when we first started Pro Era, it was STEEZ, Powers, Joey, myself, and a couple other homies. You know what I mean?
But you guys were all working, like kind of making music or fucking around with each other before that?
We started messing with each other through like mutual friends and ciphering. So in high school, we always had ciphers in the hallway, and we were like a very, you know, I wouldn't say elite, but we were some of the elitist spitters in the group.
Right.
We ended up seeing like, yo, I like you, I like what you do.
Yeah.
Come fuck with us, and I already know you fuck with my man. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
We just came together like that, but definitely we always like at least knew of each other. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of ciphers going around, and people would talk, and you know what I mean?
So what, like formulating a crew like that, you know, it's not, I mean, I know people just start having cliques of people that they work with, but you guys really turned it into a brand. Like who else were you guys paying attention to outside of you guys that was doing something similar? Because at that time, who else was doing shit? Like was Odd Future already?
Yeah, it was OF and ASAP Mob.
Right. So there's
So
like that.
yeah, definitely. And even when Joey first came out, there was a time that he was on MTV live stream with Tyler, and then the whole Odd Future was with Tyler.
Really?
Yeah. And it was a whole thing, bro. I don't even want to say too much about it, but like it was not good communication. We thought they didn't fuck with us. Somebody was like, "Suck my dick," and in New York, that's a whole.
Yeah.
You say that shit in New York, you feel me? Guns come out.
Yeah,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So us being high school kids, was like, "Whoa, what the fuck was that?" But you know, they was just goofballs and shit.
Right.
So. But definitely, they was a big inspiration, and they always have been. You know what I mean? But we always took our own path with, you know what I mean, taking a little from the Wu, taking a little from the Tribe, and
Right.
like people closer to home and shit.
Because it felt like very, very New York in the sense of like the boom
even
bap type.
TDE, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember Joey came when Kendrick's freestyle came out.
Yeah.
We were in the fucking locker rooms. He's like, yo, bro, look at this shit. This nigga's next up. He's about to drill shit. And I'm like, oh, that shit was hard. He had the Compton shit on.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit hard,
Crazy.
bro. Let's go make a track. Let's go crazy. Like shit like that inspired us, gave us energy, you know. So there's a lot of squad shit going on around the time. So we was like, we got to get our squad right.
What were some of the things that you guys were trying to do to set yourself apart?
I don't think we even thought about that.
No? Just being you guys?
If we could do something that was like remotely not the same, but just like something that's appealing on that level,
yeah,
why not? You feel me? But I think we knew that we were us already. You know? Like being from New York, you're like from the boiling pot and the mecca of hip hop too. There's like not much imitation that you really need to do unless you can't rap.
Yeah.
So it was just like very natural to us. Everything that we did felt very organic. It never was like, yo, Joey, rap like this. Yo, CJ, do this. We all just had our style. You feel me? And throughout time, we definitely take things from each other. Like, oh, I like that. I like that. I like this. I might try to flow like this. I definitely like learned and took a lot of notes from STEEZ. You feel me?
Yeah.
He used to use like a lot of lyrical tonal perception, make you think one word mean this and that, like how they do in battles and shit.
Right.
Like, he was very lyrical. So, and even Joey's super lyrical. Like, so having them and being able to like spar with them helped me sharpen my sword. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful to even have that.
Where were you guys like? What would you do to record? Was it like
Joey used to record us a lot, but like
at his crib?
Yeah, his crib, but his crib was like 3 blocks away from my dad's crib.
Oh, for real?
In Flatbush, yeah. So what would happen was we would split some of the time. Like he spent a lot of his time recording alone. That's why he recorded like a lot of 1999 by himself and shit. But like at my dad's crib, we would record a lot of other shit like Waves and fucking just mad shit. You feel me? Even Hard Knock. Like I remember, I would engineer for him while he's engineering for me, or like we swap.
Right.
You know, feel me? Like there was a lot of moments like that. I was never an engineer, but I was always the homie helping the homie. Like
figure it out. Yeah.
It's nothing, you know what I mean? It's always love, like just to make sure we get the art out. Like
Were you guys having like a decent setup, or was it like still DIY as fuck? Because back then
it was definitely DIY, but it was semi decent. We were using Cool Edit Pro and we had a little inbox to some extent.
Yeah.
And sometimes we had a USB mic, but Joey was making it work, bro. Joey was mixing a lot of the Pro Era records for the first year of this shit.
That's crazy.
Like going in on Cool Edit Pro, like going super in, bro.
I fucking love that shit. Because especially when, I mean, for me, in the Midwest, like the only way I got a hold of what would happen in the culture of hip hop would be through like fucking blogs and shit. And I'm just sitting there scouring.
I hear that a lot.
I fucking only could survive that way. That was
I know
it.
people that have collections of XXL and Source magazines for that very reason.
That's crazy. That's their
news source.
It is. And I remember Ill Roots being like one of the top blogs that I would go to. That's and crazy. They would always report on shit. And I remember you'd start like I would just pay attention to you guys. You know what I mean? Especially like because I'm doing the same shit, trying to back home, and like content wise, what were we doing media wise? Like what was all that shit that we were trying to come up with? And it was just like constantly focusing on the way you guys were shifting media and like being able to do it. I'm like, it's so dope because it's what their style is, feels like the people that we grew up listening to. Right. You know what I mean? Like a chunk of it, like this old school version of it. Sure. And they found a new way to make like young kids make it make sense.
You know what's funny about that?
Huh.
I feel like that kind of was our advantage and a disadvantage at the same time, because people like to put us in this pigeonhole box of they can only do this type of music.
Right.
We only want to hear this from them. You know what I mean? And to some extent, that's kind of limiting, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we all want to be able to be like just creative musicians. We don't want to be limited to just being a boom bap artist and shit. So that was, you know, a blessing and a curse. And what I will say is, bro, it's crazy that you even say that you used to look at that as like a standard or like a bar to, you know what I mean, try to meet. I honestly did not comprehend how big we were back then and how much the impact was. Like when I meet people now and they're like, yo, I used to listen to you consistently in high school. People hit me up like, yo, I want to fucking propose to my girl at y'all concert. We used to listen to y'all together and shit. And it's like, that shit really resonates with me. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. We really had a crazy influence. You feel me? Because I'm a humble dude, bro. Like I still live in Brooklyn. Like you might just catch me on the strip. You know, always say what up and don't run up on me crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm never like on no like superstar, like, you know, blown up ego shit. Like I still feel like the humble person I've always been, but we have successes, you know what I'm saying? We've been able to accomplish a couple things, but it's just crazy to really see the reach and the influence and the impact. Yeah. The impact, bro. Right. Like I met somebody yesterday, I don't even know, I don't want to say their names, but they was telling my homie, yo, y'all made me open up my third eye and look into that realm. And that's crazy to me. You feel me? Because when I met YB and Corday, he was like, yo, bro, it was 2 routes for you.
Yeah.
It's either you was 300 Chief Keef or you was Pro Era on your third eye shit. And if you look at the music now, Chief Keef got so many musical babies. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you look at Joey inspired mad lyrical artists. And it's no diss. It's a matter of we inspire each other. You feel me? Generations change. So
yeah. That's
crazy,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
It's crazy. Music has evolved, bro. And when I came out, my mixtape came out on live mixtapes and Dat Piff. And now motherfuckers is coming out, new single on iTunes.
I know.
Instantly.
Right.
And it's like,
because no one's like really having to sample shit anymore.
changed.
It's like it's easier to get original music out
different. So I'm still adjusting myself, you feel me? And
there.
Still.
Damn, that's fucking wild to think about.
Yeah.
But that's also dope because you don't realize how you like, to you, you're just scratching the surface, but you don't realize the impact. I feel it now too, especially with the video shit. It's like it takes off and then people will run up on you like, yo, this I've been listening to this, I've been paying attention to you for, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
where were you when I did that though?
Yeah, exactly. When I was asking for people to like buy some shit or whatever, like support my shit. But
now
like,
you want to fuck with me and shit.
Isn't that weird? But it's crazy, like you don't understand how powerful the internet is, but also for you guys to make a break. Dude, I always say this shit, especially when I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, I shoot for Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Even before that, every artist I ever worked with, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. I'm with these people. I'm always like, there's 7 billion people in the world. And I'm the one person that made this cut. What the fuck?
Like Hope say, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
It's tight, right?
Yeah, it's ill. And it's just like, that's beautiful. And moments like that make you appreciate life and appreciate the sacrifices you've made to be where you are right now. Because you could have been a regular average Joe back at home doing nothing. You feel me? But you made sure you're where you are right now, and that's beautiful.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah, man.
What do you feel like at that time was like the process for you to develop yourself? Like, especially having like this multi-tiered, entertainer ability, like you were like down to host, dance, rap, whatever it was. How did you kind of hone it in, like figure out like what your favorite shit was? Or was it just kind of like, I just want to be the life of the party. Like as soon as I get on stage, people will recognize it or people will change their attitudes. What was your approach?
It's funny, as we continue to gain more popularity and fame and stuff like that, I kind of played the background more and deliberately because I didn't want it yet, and I didn't know what I wanted specifically yet.
Right.
Like I remember specifically when like Joey started getting a lot of his success, I would like be very like low key and not like in the front trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I didn't really want to be seen like that. I just more so wanted to help what we were building.
Right.
You feel me? Even if I was behind the scenes and shit like that. So. But I feel like now I want to be able to work for my own too. You know what I mean? Some people like to look at their homies and other people's success as their own, but it's like you can't.
Right.
You got to wait your moment. And what I've been really doing this whole time is really taking notes and learning from mistakes and applying those lessons I learned to my own career, my own life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a growing man right now. I'm 26.
There you go.
First guy in the game, I was like 17, 18 with Joey and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And
damn.
Still learning, you feel me?
Man.
So it's like that process has definitely been very eye-opening and very what's the word? Teaching.
Right.
You know what I mean? It taught me a lot. So
what would you say are some of like the lessons you learned by observing, like things not to do? You know what I mean? Especially for a young artist that's like listening to this right now.
Read all your emails.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because God knows, my nigga.
There's some bags sitting in your emails that you just missed.
Bags, relationships, you feel me? And people be like, yo, you want to fuck with me? You read my emails? Like, bro. At the end of the day, this is what I want to say. I want to say this.
Yeah.
We're in a different timing right now, too. The internet is a new vibe. I always make a joke to people and be like, man, I wish I was from the 70s, man. I would actually have genuine friendships, conversations with people, and I would actually have a genuine connection as far as like when you're around someone, you know? When you have a cell phone, it's like, text messages are. I seen Ben's post on Instagram this whole month. I don't have to ask him how he's doing.
Right. I know.
You feel me?
That shit's crazy.
And with that being said, it's like the internet is something I'm still gradually like getting used to because I'm a real genuine person. Like, you feel me? I'm about like going out and actually sitting quality time. You know what I'm saying? Like digital relationships and digital shit is very weird to me, but I have to and learn to do it better. Like even when I'm writing back to emails, I'll be like, nah, like you gotta really write, hey, blah 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 blah, good day, blah blah. Like, I'm learning these things, you feel me? So definitely a lot of lessons in that, and just communication, keeping a lot of good relationships. You know what I mean? Even going to introduce myself to people.
How do you balance it? Like how, especially like there's so much going on for artists. You know what I mean? Like especially like you build your brand, you're doing all your shit. Like how do you balance that?
A lot of people don't know, but like I have never really had like a big management team. Like I've had help here and there by a homie or so, but I've never had like an official manager, like a big, you know what I mean? Established manager and shit. So I've always had to shake hands, introduce myself, and make sure people know that CJ Fly is a cool motherfucker that you could do business with. And all this, you know what I mean? And I've been well spoken. I could speak for myself, represent myself well. I feel like I always call myself the Pro Era business card. I walk around, be like, yeah, Pro Era. Da, da, da. Yeah. They be like, yo, you should like be the representative of business. I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm just like a good, you know what I mean, cordial person and shit. But
you be the pusher, like big music.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, check us out. Get out the Uber, be like, make sure you check out my homie's new album. Da, da, da. That's what I was always doing. But like, you know, that's not what I want to do officially, but I want to definitely one day get representation, and that's finding the balance to it too. One day I hope I have the right representation that will allow me to just be an artist and not even have to have so many like personal connections with people, because sometimes that personal connection can fuck up your business too. People like, I don't like him, you know what I mean, before they could even have that mystery of, oh, I want to do business with CJ Fly before I even meet him, you know what I mean? So I try to make sure I'm cordial and good with everybody. I have no beef for nobody. It's all love.
I'm the same way, and like I'm connecting dots all the time, right? And it's hard. There's so many meetings you take that nothing comes from them, right?
I was just talking about that last night.
But it's interesting because sometimes, and I always say it's like my homie Andrew, we're always taking meetings, like business meetings and shit. And he'll be like, oh, we gotta go meet up at Soho House with this person, blah, blah, blah. They're connected to this and this. And I'll be like, all right, cool, go. We sit down. The conversation might not mean shit.
Of course.
And I was like, fuck, I could have been doing,
something way better.
Yeah. And then you leave, and then 5 days later, you run into someone that knows someone that you just met with, and then that shit turns into like some ridiculous job or something. You know what I mean? You never know. But it's also like, I've also tried to get to the point where there's so many people that are always hitting me up to like, yo, can we link about this? Can we do this and that? And I'm like, I almost have to kind of cut it off to a point where I'm like,
limit it. It's overwhelming, bro.
It is, but it's hard to like, hey, sorry, I only have an hour. Like you start sounding like that fucking.
No, but that's the truth. Yeah. When we was trying to coordinate, it was like at the end of the day, we got to make it work. However, that's how everybody's schedule is. And whether you're somebody or a nobody, I don't believe in that people being nobodies, but if you have a normal job or you're a celebrity that makes your own job, it's like at the end of the day, we all have to respect people's time and schedules. I feel like a lot of times there's the ego part of it. People like, I don't care about your time. My time is more important than yours. And it's like, nah, everybody's time is worth something. You feel me? We on this earth trying to live and accomplish things. So it's very important. But yeah, man, I feel like you definitely got to filter through it. There be sometimes people be like, yo, let's chill. And I'd be like, I can't.
Yo, I want to stop this episode real quick to tell you guys about the How to Charge a Client Guide. Like I said in the intro, it is a 54-page Bible, swear on God. It is written by Jesus himself for all content creators, aka Jesus in this scenario is Ben and Dave. I'm sorry. It's fucking dope though. This guide has been helping a lot of creators all over the place. I'm surprised how many people have actually picked it up and have sent me messages about how it's changed their life as far as how they've leveled up charging their clients and how they've found new ways to sniff out budgets and create new line items in their pitches and things that they might not have thought about before. The theories in this thing are fucking phenomenal. So definitely check that out. Shop BWNC.com. You can get it for $25 right now, or you can get it on our Patreon for $25 as well, but you get all the extra stuff like being a part of our private Discord and all that shit, bonus podcast episodes and all that. So if you want that, shop BWNC.com. You'll find it right there. Thank you for listening. Let's get back to this episode. Like, just to even think about giving you an hour and a half to like fucking not do nothing.
The fact that you did that means you're nice. Me, I can't put too many things in my day or I'm going to be overwhelmed. Like I'm a schematic person. Like I get the whole analytics mapped out. Like you say, yo, my girl, for example, I give you an example. My girl, she'll be like, yo, I got to do a couple things today. She don't got her license. I drive her around. So, you know what I mean? And you know, that's my girl. I got to bodyguard her. You know? Right. That's New York could be, hey, yo, ma. Anyways, so boom.
Suck my dick.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm telling you, that's different. That's war words where I'm from. But you feel me? My girl be like, yo, I gotta go here. I'll be like, all right, cool. Tell me where's everything else so I can map it out. You feel me?
So you know, 10 minutes to get to that spot.
Yeah, that's the type of person I am. Before I left for tour, motherfuckers was like, yo, let's hang out, smoke one before I leave. I didn't get a chance to, but
Right.
if they upset, that's their problem.
Yeah, right.
Like, I got what I had to get accomplished before I got on tour. You feel me?
Yeah.
And people that are important in your life and people that really understand the sacrifices that need to be made, they won't take it personal.
Right.
You feel me? I had a homie I was supposed to make a brand new record with. He was like, yo, just hit me after tour. We might have better time. And I was like, I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
You know.
Somebody else was like, yo, you ain't linked with me. I was like, I'm not even linking with you ever.
Right, yeah, you
Ever.
just fucked it up right there.
You just literally deaded it. So it's just like, I'm not even clocking that shit. I just stay focused, try to stay busy and keep doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love
Most
that.
important.
It's like if you could find the balance, like to get to success, I feel like you have to be able to find the balance of, sometimes you might have to take an L on, that could have been a great meeting, but I have to take the L because I have to
Sure.
get this little step that I have to take, you know what I mean? That's going to get to a bigger shit. But
Go stepping stones, man.
when going back to when you guys first started seeing success from the music, especially like Joey, I feel like obviously is like the first person to pop out of that shit. What do you remember the time or the first time you realized that it was like working? You know what I mean? Whether it was getting booked for a show that you might not have been able to get before you guys took off, or what?
I think, because you gotta remember, we started off at the crib. So to be able to go from the crib to places like Berlin, like
Right.
I remember 2012 in July, Joey took me to Berlin for my 18th birthday, and I was mind blown. I was like, how we get here? We literally did this. Joey's room was like half of this right here.
Right.
You feel me? We went from that room to Bread and Butter Festival with Danny Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a festival like in Berlin, and it's like, whoa, this is crazy. And even when you see people sing your songs, like Hard Knock, I've always seen people sing that song from the day we made it, and I was like, wow,
Crazy, right?
This is mind blowing. Like, just to know that I wrote that hook, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Across the world.
Crazy, bro. Can't go anywhere without people not singing that lyrics. And I'm
That's
just like,
fucking crazy.
and I always go to people to be like, yo, you ever heard of me? They're like, nah. And I'd be like, you heard 99? And I connect that dot. They're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's you?
That's you?
You killed that shit.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I go, man.
Is that tough? Like in music, like who the fuck was I just listening to? Project. Oh, it was the Dreamville shit.
Okay.
Listen to Dreamville shit, and you hear shit, and sometimes I'm like, damn, that sounds like Rocky. And then I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
And you try to figure it out, but there's like sometimes on those records, it's like there's so many new people that they're introducing on that shit, and it's hard to like
Lesson and curse.
right? Is it weird? Is it weird? Like sometimes, say you might have like Hard Knock in that part. It's like people might not recognize your face, but then you tell them that, and then everything makes sense to them. Or if you don't have big ass hair or some shit, they might not get it.
Yeah, and that's why, I made sure I'm the only person without dreads.
Right.
in the whole squad.
Yeah, right.
Only person with an afro with braids. You feel me? The firest braids in the game.
Yeah.
Anybody got a problem, come get your braids right. We going,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But anyways, at the end of the day, I always try to make sure I stood out.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're listening, you'll know that's two different voices.
Yeah, for sure.
And now I have my fly ad lib. Shout out to Soul. Soul's the one who actually told me to do that shit.
For real?
I swear to God. I put Soul on my first project in 2012, 2013. He was like, yo, that fly, you should keep doing that like how I do my Soul shit. And Soul's my favorite rapper, still is.
Right.
Favorite rapper 2012, 2013, Film and Control System came out.
Yeah.
And then we got to tour with him after that.
That's
Since
crazy.
then, he's just definitely been putting like little bugs in my ear, like, yo, use this, you do that. So that definitely makes me feel like people, you can't miss me now. If you miss me now, you're not even listening.
Right,
You feel me?
Yeah.
Even on the Beast Coast records, I drop my fly before I get in when
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Right.
So I was somewhere around this area right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that always a plan to create like the whole, we're going to tour this shit and make this whole thing happen? Like, was that a plan early on, or was that just kind of
I think we were just making music, bro.
Yeah.
And then everything started clicking. You know what I mean? Everything just started coming along. We just started getting these beautiful opportunities.
Right.
Started just showing up and showing out. And history was made.
Making the first what did you drop first? A mixtape?
The Way I See It mixtape, yeah.
That was on Dat Piff?
Dat Piff. I actually made Dat Piff and Live Mixtapes premiere. I thought I was trying to be slick, but
You made them both premiere?
yeah.
Really?
Like one had it one day before and the other one had it the other day.
That's
People do
hard.
that shit now with fucking Tidal and
Yeah. Yeah.
some of our early shit.
But was it hard? How'd you get them to do it? Just
I
'cause
had
you
a
already-
manager at the time that
Yeah.
was working with me, so we definitely got some shit done, definitely.
That's dope. I remember like looking at Dat Piff and be like, all right, what we got to do is we got to buy the banner at the top. And, like,
Yeah.
pay whatever it was. They sent you
I
like
wasn't
a
even thinking
breakdown.
like that, yeah.
How that was the only way. We had no other plugs. We
That's
were like, fuck, how do we get
crazy.
music heard, bro?
Yeah, that's how Joey got discovered, through Worldstar. And
Really?
he just kept tagging Worldstar. He didn't even pay. Tagging Worldstar, and then his manager discovered him.
Damn.
It's wild. But yeah, the internet has been a very powerful tool. Shout out to Soulja Boy, fucking pioneer of the fucking internet. Motherfuckers don't credit that boy. Free him.
You ever listen? I thought he was free.
I wouldn't know. I'm on tour. Free Soulja if you're not free.
Yeah, I thought he.
If you're free, what up?
I swear I just saw a video of him playing Xbox or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I think he got free.
It's probably an old video. But who knows? He probably is free.
I think. But free him either way. If he has to go back, let him out.
Soulja was on it. When we first came out, I remember Joey was like, yo, Soulja just commented on my shit. It was me, a photo of me, Nick, and Joey. He put the money emoji with the wings.
Damn.
Early 2012.
Damn.
Soulja Boy. He's on it. He's the GOAT, the king of the internet.
I heard. I'm trying to remember who he did the podcast with, but he got interviewed, and it's crazy because he's just letting it be heard. Like, I'm the one that found this person. I did this shit. Like, I think his biggest mistake was he didn't do a label. I can't remember what he said. There's a reason why he didn't do a label. But he's like, I could have signed all these people, but I didn't. I let them go get their own shit, but I put them on. Imagine
if Soulja Boy was to sign all these people through YouTube with some weird shit. He'd have been a billionaire.
Billionaire, bro.
Because whatever, cents on the dollar they giving us, they definitely cashing out. You feel me? People really think they be getting paid off YouTube. Where the nigga that own YouTube? What he making? What's his numbers?
I don't know.
What's his rates?
Right. I always heard it was like every million views you get 3,000 to 5,000 maybe.
The artist?
No, just like anyone who has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, facts. But what does the fucking... You feel me? People,
right.
Nobody ever asked that question.
I know.
They're like, oh, we just live here. It's like, nah, this is... What land is this?
Yeah, that's interesting.
You feel me?
Damn.
Everybody's shit is on YouTube too, if you notice that.
Yeah, of course.
But like, why?
Because it's like the #1 search engine for shit.
That's beautiful.
It is.
What's next?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my thing too.
I don't know.
Any app designers gonna come fuck with me, make the next YouTube, next Spotify, holla at your boy. You heard?
It's funny because I feel like I see a lot of people attempt, what I mean, to try to figure it out.
It's like, what is really next? Because you got to think about it. Like, we really came a long way. Like I just said, we went from 5 mixtapes. Matter of fact, I started rapping on a cassette tape karaoke machine. How about that?
Shit.
You feel me?
Recording? Like you were recording?
Recording, bro.
How did you do it? How can you actually record over the beat?
So what happened was I had to...
was it the 2 tape thing? Like, the cassettes that had like 2 different cassettes in it?
I don't know. I could
For those listening who don't know what cassette is, hop on Google or YouTube.
A cassette, the joint you put your fingers in, you
wind it
twist
back,
it up. If you don't got the pen.
Rewind.
But I can't remember specifically, bro, but I had a karaoke machine that was weird. I was able to play a CD and record what was on the CD on the fucking...
That's dope.
Right? So what I did was I would put the CD in and I don't know what I did. I did some weird shit.
Right.
And I fucking played it a certain way or moved a certain thing where only the beat was... I don't know what I did, bro. I played...
Found a way to loop it somehow.
Yeah. And when I did that, I would record myself a little bit on the fucking... karaoke mic and
That's
press
so
record on that shit and just always do it over and over.
Can you imagine if you find that shit right now?
It's just gone. Robbed my crib, stole the karaoke machine, Game Boy,
For real?
Flatbush shit.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Mad jewelry. My pops had like mad jewelry like this. We had a matching set with the gold nugget rings.
He stole
that shit.
Damn.
Too, bro. Brooklyn.
That happened often?
Not anymore.
Nah.
I don't think nobody wants to die.
But back then, that shit would happen a lot.
Definitely was some real life hungry shit. Niggas is hungry in the streets, you know what I mean?
So did that make you kind of bulk up feeling like man of the house if you were with your mom all the time?
I mean, I was with both of my parents for half of my life, you feel me?
Okay.
Like, I felt like I was with my dad for a long enough time when I was younger, and I said in high school, that's when I moved with my mom and started being on my hoodlum shit.
Right,
my mom was less strict than my dad. You know?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Smoking weed and bringing bitches home when I was at my mom's crib. You feel me? Yeah, my mom's get home at 6, 7. You try to come through, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a changed man. I'm wifey'd up. Shout out my baby girl.
You go. Yeah, I know. I always see you guys posting the flyest photos. I'm like, they got it hold down. Did you guys do YouTube shit too?
What you mean, like content?
Did you guys post content on YouTube?
We did a couple of vlogs and did I personally have never had, and I'm definitely gonna work on that. I feel like that's something I've been lacking. People don't know my personality. That's why I wanted to do this with you too. Yeah. People could see who I am. Be like, yo, this guy's pretty funny. Yo, he's pretty cool. I want to hang out with him and see what's up. So definitely gonna start doing some CJ Fly Day in the Life vlogs and more lifestyle entertainment. You know what I mean? How
you attempting that? Like, do you have is it just you shooting the shit, or are you gonna get someone over?
We gonna see. I'm gonna holler at my boy Slick Jackson. Yeah, that's my motherfucking brother. I'm gonna holler at him. We gonna get it right. You know, come to LA when I get enough money. Holler at my boy Ben. You know, get a little
There you
get
go.
a little fly, little helicopter shot.
We're getting one after this.
Yo,
I'm
let's
gonna
get it.
you one.
I would love that.
For
Yo.
sure.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do it a different way, but it's a new thing.
Let's get it, man.
So then what, it starts boiling up, you start traveling, you're seeing shit like that. What are you starting to put into as far as like work ethic? Were you always just, as soon as you started kind of catching a wave, you were always music, or was it, you were kind of balancing life, like in school and shit, were you playing sports and all that, and then try to segue into just music? Or
like I said, I always wanted to do music and always knew I would do music. I wasn't settling for anything under that.
Right.
So I did go to college because my parents was pushing for me to go to college.
Yeah.
My dad graduated Mega Evans College with a computer science degree.
Where's that at?
That's right in Brooklyn. You know Ebbets Field?
No.
Ebbets Field, where Jackie Robinson used to play back in the day.
Yeah.
It's now projects and a housing
Right.
facility. But basically, facility, it sounds like a jail. But my dad taught college computer science over there. And it's crazy how time flies. Like, I'm about to sidetrack a little bit, but it all comes back together, you feel me? But when my dad was teaching computer science in there, I was in there learning the computer, learning the internet, and that was my first moment being on the digital side of the world, you know what I mean? And I was playing games. I don't know if you remember, they used to have the games when you could fucking beat up Osama bin Laden and mad different shit, and like fucking
like Ebot or whatever those sites were.
Yeah, those sites, and you would play mad games you wasn't supposed to play too, mad different shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be on there playing that, Cartoon Network games, Disney Channel games, the fucking Nickelodeon, and just learning the computer and shit, and learning how to make websites. And my dad was teaching me shit. So as I got older, I went to college for computer science just for my love for it, you feel me? And I was like, my dad gonna help me with my homework. If I gotta go on tour, that was a lie. Motherfucker did not help you with a goddamn thing, you feel me? He helped me stay alive and stay in these streets, but stay out of the streets. But yeah, definitely went to school for computer science, tried to learn a little programming, you know what I mean? And then I got through the first year, and after the first year, because I graduated 2011.
Okay.
Our first tour was 2012.
Right.
So at the end of June 2012, we going on tour. Fuck school. I didn't go back to school.
It's over.
Feel me? I could probably still go back now with my whatever I had left. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I do go back to school, it'll be culinary. But I was definitely going to school for computer science.
It'd be culinary?
Yeah, definitely.
You a foodie?
I'm definitely I don't know if I'll call myself a foodie yet, but I'm a hungry guy that cares about the culinary world.
That's tight.
I want to own a business, restaurant, a food truck.
Dude, I was just talking about this shit this morning.
Yeah, it's a booming business. I've been talking about this for the last 2 years, but I've been not rich enough.
Right.
If I was and I had the right tools, I would definitely be in business already.
Have you seen Chicago? Have you watched that show?
Yes.
The dude's got the food truck or whatever. He's trying to get that shit started.
I love his entrepreneurship.
Yeah, right.
And that's what I want to do too. But it's going to be, I can't talk too much because motherfuckers will steal your shit. But
that's true.
My shit's going to be the one of a kind business, and it's going to be in at least 15 cities. Woo. When you come out the club,
just
waiting
right there.
for you.
Hell
you
yeah.
need something to get you back to life. Let me tell you too much. Hold up. Yeah, man. Anyways, but yeah, man, I went to school for computer science. Don't steal my shit.
Right.
And yeah, I didn't go back after that. We went on our first tour. I was like, what am I going on back to school for? Like,
were you seeing money at the time? Like, did you start seeing money from any of the shows, or was it just kind of like getting put on through that?
Yeah, a couple $100. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I was living off of my what'd you call that shit?
Student loans.
Not student. You could call it student loans, but there's a name for it in New York. I forgot. But FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about FAFSA, bro.
Yeah. So I was able to apply for FAFSA, and I got some checks, and they would give me a couple bands.
Right.
And I would live off of that. You feel me? And be on the road, just eating and shit. But yeah, definitely. My plan initially was get the two. I was there for my associates. So my plan initially was to go get my associates for computer science and make $150K a year while trying to be a rapper.
Could you imagine that shit?
Yeah, that would have been beautiful, bro.
That would have been fucking
Because people
dope.
kept telling me, yo, go to McDonald's, fix a computer, they'll pay you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do that shit easy, because that was already my realm, you feel me? So I definitely wanted to do that, and music came along quicker. Like, do I wish I stayed the extra year? Maybe. You feel me?
But you're right. You could always go. You could do that. You could sign up tomorrow.
Exactly.
But you can't because you got a tour.
Exactly.
See?
But, I picked my path, and, it's pretty set in stone.
Right.
So it is what it is. But definitely could use 150 bands right now.
Man, I mean, like that was always, we always talked about budgeting, right? Like coming up, like, I don't know what it was. It was like you kind of live as a creative, like, you don't think about the future. You don't think about fucking down the road, but you're just constantly working. And there was one point in our talks, like, where we were like, we need a budget. What if we had a budget? And then that shit changed. I'm like, what the fuck is a budget?
Right. You thought it was just winging with like.
I just thought it would work. I thought everything just works. And then you're like, oh, what if we had $5K and we could put $5K towards this, or we could have this, or we played like one show and we killed it and we had like $3K.
Right.
We went and bought new mic, went and got the fucking new whatever.
You learn
all
the mechanics of the business.
Yeah, but having like to obtain a budget for a creative is so key. You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
Like, yeah, for you to go and do that, you were going to put in 50 hours a week on that one job, but if you have 150K and only like
studio time was unlimited, and that's something that definitely affected me. Like as an artist coming up, I was always using studios off the strength of Joey or the strength of other relationships. You know,
right?
Like I don't like to use the word finesse too much, but I finesse my way where I am right now to some extent. Like I haven't been hit with crazy studio fees because I've been able to record at certain spots and shit. But if I did have that money, I would be at the most expensive studios.
Right.
My vocals would be sounding crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I've been limited with limited resources in making it happen. So hopefully within the next coming year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things are going to click and I'm going to be able to really take it to the next level.
Right.
Because I haven't even ever recorded in one of those crazy studios with like fucking a whole room for boards and shit.
But I don't even think like I'll go in the studios with these people and they don't even use that shit.
No, I know they don't, but the reality of it is the recording sounds different.
It is. I mean, it's built for. I mean,
right.
Literally, the architect is like designed. Like those rooms are. I didn't even know this, but there was a studio we tried to buy in Iowa, and it was like all these bands played. I'm trying to think like Slipknot's from Iowa and Stone Temple Pilot or whatever. They would all record, but it had like each booth, the actual structure of the building would be built where the cement floor was built like laid away from the other one. So like the vibrations in that one room would never catch from the building.
And the room is curved to a certain thing, and they've made it just like that for the room.
Right.
They call it a sound treating.
Yeah. But if you get in, I mean, obviously you're gonna get in there and you're gonna have the best mics in the world.
Of course.
Your shit gonna sound crazy.
Obviously, rappers don't record in the booth like that anymore, but they still using the boards and everything else to help make everything sound warm and quality.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's
the
like,
preamps and shit. Like that's where all the money goes into, all that stuff.
All the preamps. So it's just like I want to get into more reggae and Afrobeat and singing and shit.
That'd be dope.
I can't do that in my current situation.
Yeah.
You feel me? Only my engineers only know how to record certain rap shit.
Right.
I want to go into other sound types of music and shit. So that's the dream eventually. You feel me?
Do you have a setup right now where you could just like, if you're on the fly, if you were just like gonna record some shit on your computer or whatever, you don't do it that way?
My computer just actually came back to life. It was broken for like 2 weeks. I dropped it and it kept beeping and shit. I just fixed it. I went to Apple though. They fixed it free of charge. Thank God. Before tour. So we out here, you know what I'm saying, watching Snowfall, Power, all that good shit.
Yeah, you download
bootlegs,
everything.
all that. Come holler at me. I got the bootlegs on deck.
I just started Power.
Yeah,
that shit was slow as fuck at the beginning.
Started?
Yeah, because I just missed it. I think it came.
Where you at right now?
At the first episode. I tried to watch with my girl and I was like, this is definitely my show, not her shit. You know what I mean?
You can't watch it with her.
I know.
She might not be into it.
No, she definitely ain't. Because it was just like slow at the beginning, kind of corny. You know, this pilot episode, like they're trying to figure out the characters and shit. But like the way 50 Cent promotes that shit, I'm like, I need to watch Power.
I have a serious question for you. Will you ever have time to actually watch the whole thing though?
Yo, if there's
That's a real question.
If there's a balance in my life, it's like consuming. I love series. Like I love movies,
a good series too.
But a good series, like I'll digest that shit. Stranger Things 3 came out, me and my girl smashed in one day, all 12 episodes or however many of those shits were.
Sure.
Like we just get it. Like
okay, so you have time to do that.
I can, but that's me making time for her. Like that's what's interesting is like you have to find a sweet balance between work and real life.
And watching the show that your girl wants to watch.
Yeah, if it's like So as soon as I looked over and she was like this, watching Power, I was like. Back to menu.
That'd
like,
be my girl on Angry Bird. She'd be like, I'd be like, oh, you don't like this shit, huh?
Yeah, it's done. All right.
Always.
Nah, man, that's so interesting. Like I feel like the recording process is very like tedious, and a lot of people have their different routes and shit. But then as tech like changed, like Mac Miller was like the person that opened my eyes to being like he would just plug all the shit in, be in the little closet,
USB mic,
and just figure out how to lay it down.
He was brilliant, bro. Rest in peace, man.
I know, man.
I wish I got to work with him before he passed.
It's fucking crazy. It's really
shit don't feel real.
His photographer was on here and shared some stories or whatever, like right after he passed, and it's like really crazy to just the way he did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like I said, me consuming from home.
Right.
You guys, his shit. Our Future, all these people that were doing it, I was studying it
too, bro. My first song I ever recorded on the fucking SoundCloud was Kool-Aid and frozen pizza.
Yeah.
You could probably still find that shit. It's called
That's
CJ
crazy.
Fly, Don't Forget That.
That's tight.
It was like, baby, don't forget that. Trying to be like Mac.
Yeah. He
Big
fucking,
influence.
he just did it. Like, he just,
Natural.
and the way he would bring the visuals to life too, because that was so
Yeah.
immediate for me.
Super beautiful.
Even with like Joey did, I don't remember what song it was. It was like in the train, like it was all black and white or something. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I just remember watching these videos and being like, man.
You
like,
talking about From the Tombs?
I think so.
When we was all in the train?
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit was hard.
For sure.
I'm just sitting there watching. I would just watch this shit. Like I don't know if my bandwidth was there to start digesting who each key player was.
For sure,
but I was just like
enjoying the scenery.
just to understand it.
And you know what's funny? The thing that I co-direct and direct a lot of my music videos for my next album coming out.
Dope.
I got an album, by the way, fully produced by Static Selector called Root Boy.
Shit.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But
No, you haven't said that yet.
I mean, I haven't done an interview in years.
Right, true,
So
shouts.
this is the first
That's crazy.
announcement.
Yeah,
But
right.
Yeah. But basically, I forgot what I
Visuals
was going to
directing.
say.
You were
There we go.
Yep.
Visuals. In the visuals that I've been working on, I've been trying to capture Brooklyn and Flatbush the best ways possible that you might be able to see when you was with Slick and Flatbush.
Right.
You feel me? I'm gonna show you that shit before
I wanna see.
but It's crazy.
You already
like,
shot something?
I already did. I'm just stacking more and
Right,
loading
then
up
drop.
the gun until I'm ready to shoot.
Right.
But yeah, definitely, bro. Like, I feel like the goal of my project, it being called Rude Boy and being some really Brooklyn shit, is to really capture the essence of what I grew up in and like what shaped me into the person and the character that I am right now. You know what I mean? This place, this melting pot of all these cultures, these like the scenery, the energy, the you know what I mean? The culture, like it's just very, very, very heavily influenced, and I want to definitely display that, and you'll see it definitely.
When do you plan? It'll be a few weeks before this drops. I'm trying to see it.
They probably you gonna see it today, but
right.
they're gonna see it when it drop.
Right. So what was like an approach like to be able to captivate that essence of lifestyle? Like what did you try to do that you think would really sell it? Because I think I love that shit. Like you'll never know what it was like for me in Iowa, like in cornfield shit.
It's different.
Camping and doing weird shit like that.
And that's my whole thing. Even through the headphones, it's like I want to make sure you're listening to the shit and you visually just close your eyes and see where I'm taking you. You feel me?
Right.
Because I'm a big storyteller.
Right.
And I feel like that's something I want to continue to do. A lot of people, they tell stories, but very in their own form. You feel me?
Yeah.
But definitely, I'm just very vivid with my words. I'm showing you places. I'm like taking you back to very specific locations where I was raised and grew up.
That's
you feel
dope.
me? So just seeing those places and seeing the surroundings and seeing how it is, I think is going to definitely inspire people to be like, whoa, New York is dope. You know what I mean? Or, I've never been there, but I want to go now. You know what I mean? So
I think that was like after like meeting Q and then doing that tour and then hearing about all the shit, like all the stories that they're all telling with each other, whatever. It's like, and then after tour, we're going back to like where he's from, where all of them are from, and just getting to bounce around the hood and like understand it. Like it's way different. Like you hear it and you can come up with a picture, but when you see it in real life, it just like it finally matches.
of course, it resonates. And you're
It's
like, okay,
it's so
I get
wild.
it.
Yeah, you get it.
You know what I'm saying? You might see somebody outside of their surroundings and be like, why you like that?
Right.
And then you get back and be like, oh, you just a product of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. It's
Nah,
just like,
definitely not.
you'll see me, I take you to my hood and you'll be like, that's why you're not always smiling like that.
Right.
This is just the temperature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to look like food,
Right.
you
Huh.
gotta just adjust to that.
That's crazy.
Product of the environment.
What with the STEEZ shit, like meeting him, like it sounds like he was a huge influence to you coming up or whatever. You guys working together, you developed a lot of your style with him, right?
Definitely.
What
we had his birthday was the day after mine, so we were like
shit.
very close like that.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. But you guys went to the same high school?
Yeah,
Everything
same
like
high
that.
school. Yeah.
What do you feel like he left as far as like the biggest takeaway for you in music?
Confidence, and just like, I don't know, I just feel like he always wanted to raise the bar. Like there was never a part of him that wanted to do anything mediocre.
Right.
Like he always wanted to be a legend, wanted to be legendary and do great things. And I've always wanted to do the same, but he just made me want to turn my drive up from fucking 3 to 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And definitely inspired me to go harder and become a better lyricist. And he would always give me like positive affirmations like towards what I was doing and stuff. You know? And I it helped motivate me to be a better artist and better lyricist and rapper, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that shit, definitely.
Is it strange that like his passing was like I mean, you see it now. It's like fucking Nipsey, bro. Like, dude dies and it just opens up the floodgates to new fans, which is so interesting. But it's crazy how he became like a permanent spotlight on Pro Era.
No, for sure.
Which is wild because it's like how you get put on, but when that happened,
no, for sure.
Like I didn't know him until he passed, and then all of a sudden it's like shared.
Right.
And you dig deep.
I've always thought he was dope. You know what I mean? Like we always thought he would blow up first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just by the way everything went. You know what I mean? People choose who they choose, but
it
is what it is, man. Like I definitely think people are gravitating towards it because, you know what I mean, some of them actually appreciate the music and was like, damn, he didn't get to actually reach his actual, you know what I mean, potential.
Right.
But they hear like, oh, this is dope. He sounds like he could have been the next GOAT, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely, I'm glad people are showing him love, but I wish they would have showed him love sooner. You know what I mean?
I know.
You know how that goes.
Crazy.
Even Nipsey, bro. Nipsey, I'm so sad I didn't get to do a track with Nipsey or even like meet him cordially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, big influence, bro. Like, there's a lot of artists that even made me want to braid my hair. Like, I already told you about Bow Wow when I was younger. Like, my parents dubbed me when I was younger. Like, haircut, fuck that.
Yeah.
But like, even seeing Nipsey or other people growing up, like, I'll be like, I want braids in high school. You know what I'm saying? Or even like gangbanging shit. You want to gangbang just like these people, bro.
Right.
It's crazy.
Damn. It's fucking wild. Now I feel like I'm sure even in the past, anytime you've done interviews and shit, like this shit gets brought up all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
But what's interesting to me is like everyone wants to hear the same shit, but what it like to me, I feel like what the most interesting question would be like, how do you feel like he played his main role in the group? What's the main thing that no one knows that he brought to all you, aside from the energy, aside from pushing it? You know what I mean? It feels like he was like a commander. That
nobody knows?
Yeah, that nobody would ever know, or something that meant the world to you guys. People might not care, because I feel like people just want to hear the same shit. Like,
I don't know. I feel like everything's pretty much out there, but like, I consider him the roots, the glue to this whole thing. You know, people might not have seen him as that, but like, a lot of the members, it was like, we was literally 47 deep at a point, you feel me? And he was connected to a lot of them. Like, before I actually met the Zombies, you feel me? He knew them, so he was like the connector right there, you know what I mean? I was listening to them, I heard of them. And even the underachievers, STEEZ might have skated with this person and knew this person. And then Pro Era, everybody else didn't click and talk to everybody, but STEEZ had communication with everybody.
It's crazy.
So it was just like, he was definitely like the connector.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The conduit. Like
yeah.
To call him.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's like Yams too.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy how that even happened. Like, him and Yams are very similar in so many ways. Like, they have conduits and like leaders to these two magical crews in New York. You know what I mean? And didn't even get to see their actual full potential, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And his legacy, like both of the legacies, is like, look at, you got like literal concerts and shit around these people. Like,
for sure.
People still get together and remember them, which is fucking awesome.
It's beautiful, man.
So going forward, yeah, like the new project, let's talk about that. So this is gonna drop sometime soon.
Yeah, you know, samples always fucking blow.
Right.
Blow. They blow what you know they blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we in the process of getting the project together, figuring out the samples and shit. As you can see by my facial expression, it's the most stressful, annoying shit ever.
Right.
Because this album's been done for so long. But me and Static figuring it out, shit, me and the team. And we just gonna get to the bottom of it. But the album's coming, man. You know, it's great.
This summer? You think?
Summer's over.
Oh yeah, summer is. Damn. It's fucking July. I don't know. I just said it the other day. I'm like, man, it's about to be summer. My girl said the same shit.
Yeah. I can't roll nothing out right now, but probably, hopefully by fall.
Cool.
If not, top of the year. I don't want to do any more. I did Fly Trap 2016 December, and that was the worst idea in the world.
Why?
Cause it's like into the new year, nobody's talking about shit from last year like that. They want fresh shit. You better drop it on New Year's Day or fucking Valentine's Day and then catching that.
Right.
Feel me? And it's Christmas time. You're not getting no reviews or like any actual traction.
Damn.
People are on holidays. Yeah, I definitely took a little L as far as learning life lessons. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely got a great perception and reception from the crowd.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit. Is there? I mean, like, what could we look forward to musically? Like, what?
I'm wondering, should I spill like 1 or 2 features? Joey's on there, obviously.
Right.
I haven't had Joey on the project since the first one, so.
When was the first one?
The way I see it.
When was that?
2013. Like, that was the Dat Piff joint.
Wow.
On that joint, I had Phife Dawg, Buckshot from Black Moon, Joey, 𝐅𝐎𝐋𝐋𝐿.
Were you recording all this in the studio with them?
Yeah, most of them. Only person that sent me their verse was Fife.
Really?
Yeah, he
I
sent me
thought
his
it was
verse
gonna be
from
Soul.
Nah, Soul came to New York, and
That's dope.
where we was actually building. We did 2 songs. The other song's never gonna ever come out. He killed it, but
Right.
it was one of those
Resurrect the verses.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, and then on this project, I got not too many features, but some features. I got Conway the Machine.
Okay.
I got Joey. I got basically all of the pros. Yeah.
You don't gotta say them all. How many? Is it a lot of songs? How many records do you think?
Like 13 or 14
right.
records.
So it's like an official. It's like a real
For sure,
album.
little small storytelling album. You know what I mean? Me and Static's first joint album together. It's our collaboration.
That's dope.
Well, yeah, I'm excited, man. Static's excited. So history is in the making.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. This is a good one.
Yeah.
This is tight.
Thanks, man.
I'm glad you pulled up because for real, I was
I'm glad you had me.
I had you on my list. I have like a ridiculous hit list or whatever. And I always put like if I confirm if they said yes or no. And I think I had you just confirm before I even asked you.
That's beautiful. You manifested it.
I did.
I wasn't gonna say no regardless. You could have offered me $1.
Yeah, I could give you $1. I gave you coffee though instead.
Oh, let's just try.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let's do it again. And I was cooled down a little bit.
Cheers coffee?
Yeah, hell yeah, we can cheers coffee.
Black with no cream, bitch.
So we have this like Q&A experience that I do. You like it? No?
I'm trying to give you good memes and shit.
Yeah, I know, right? So we have this Q&A experience, which I do. Oh shit, you good?
Yeah, we good. Q&A experience.
Yeah, we're gonna switch over to it in a second. I'll let like my members ask you questions or whatever.
Gotcha, that's good.
But before we wrap this up, I always do it where I let my my guests pick a hashtag, right? So I say everyone has to go to your Instagram account, whatever your most recent photo or video, whatever you posted recently, and they're listening to this right now. That means you listened to the entire interview.
That's a fact.
I want them to tag me at Ben Rovers World, and then put this hashtag you're about to say, so that we both know that they listened to this whole interview all the way through.
Let's get it.
So what do you want it to be?
Hashtag. Damn, you can tell me this before I got here. So
Nope. I never do. No.
Little brainstorming.
Nope. Something that is for this shit. We'll know exactly what they mean when they post it. We're like, damn, 7 months from now, 2 years from now, we hear this. They're just hashtagging.
Oh, the album.
Shit. No,
or anything.
You can do it as an album.
I don't know.
Take your time. Fuck it.
Hashtag. Fly versus. I don't know. Fly versus Ben. I don't know. This caught me off guard. If he told me to rap, I would have something to spit right now.
Fly versus Ben.
You heard?
Okay.
Fly v Ben.
Yeah, we can do that one.
Yeah, hashtag.
Man, I appreciate you coming and doing this shit. Good luck
me,
on the tour. I think it's gonna be fucking exciting.
Thank you, man. I'm super excited to look forward to this shit.
This amphitheater is about to fucking collapse.
I got my in-ears, bro. My first in-ear performances, man.
Have you tried them?
Bro.
Weird?
Nah, amazing.
It feels good?
The best CJ Fly show you motherfuckers ever seen in your life. Come check me out. Come early.
Yeah, come early, people. How early? What time's the doors usually
open? I'm gonna let
y'all.
I'm gonna make an announcement when I get a chance because I'm still finding out the details and shit. I don't even know what time we gonna arrive to Seattle yet. You know what I'm saying? Let me get there and I'ma holla at
What are you guys doing? All one bus?
Oh hell no, bro! You know how many members?
How many members?
How many bunks are there on the bus from your memory?
12 to 14.
Right.
How many people?
10 Beast Coast members.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus
3
openers.
different crews.
So 3 buses.
Flatbush Zombies, Pereira, Underachievers. Pereira's being split in 2 because it's 4 of us plus crew. Flatbush Zombie has management and team. Then we have 50 people building a stage for us. Oh, wait till you bring to see the stage. I meant to tell you that.
It's crazy.
Ooh, bring the helicam. It's one of those, bro. We got, bro, I'm gonna tell you when we get off this motherfucker, but we got some shit. Make sure y'all, I'm not even gassing it because I'm on this shit. History, this might be the best show.
This shit is gonna be crazy, huh?
Bro, promise you.
You wanna know how many we had on ours?
What? Oh no, I don't want to know.
Guess.
Is this like? It's like.
I'm just gonna flex right quick.
You know, you go in the restaurant, some shit, and they got a jar and be like, if you could guess how many gumballs is in here, you get the fucking free meal. It's like,
right.
1,000?
Nah. Tour crew 1,400. Damn, you made me feel weak.
That's half of 1,000. We do.
It is.
We have 50 total.
And that's what I'm saying.
And 3 semi trucks.
Think about how fucking crazy that shit. When I got on a tour,
no
400. Q's was 2 buses.
Yeah, no.
And then we switched, and we had 90 buses and trucks.
400 people
moving across the world.
all thankful. Like, yo, thank you for this bread. I'm happy to be here.
Building the biggest stage ever, like playing in fucking stadiums. That shit's
That's crazy.
It's weird.
And the way they designed that tour was really fire too.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna switch over
Yes,
to Patreon.
sir.
If you want to hear this shit, switch it over. Patreon.com/BWNC. You can hear the whole thing there. All right, dope.
Flop!
Yep. That's it for, I don't know what episode this is, but CJ motherfucking Fly. I had a great time talking to this dude. He is talented as shit. Make sure to download all of his music, support him wherever you can. Watch all the videos. He showed me an exclusive music video that is not out yet right after we recorded this, which is fucking sick to see. And I'm pumped to see it go live and you guys all experience it because this guy puts in a lot of work to his shit. The Patreon Q&A experience is available right now, so if you want to hear me talk to CJ and ask him some more questions, more kind of creative driven questions, you can get that at patreon.com/BlackWithNoCream. Definitely check that out. And yeah, I don't know, that's it. Levi is going to be on the show next week, which is sick. So 2 Pro Era members basically back to back on the Black with No Cream podcast. We're excited to have Levi come share a story about being the tour videographer, photographer, director for Joey Badass, CJ Fly, all those squad, and the In the Field video that we're about to drop on YouTube is about to be fucking fire. So if you want to see what it's like to be, a touring photographer, get that day in the life experience, we got it for you. Coming soon. So make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/BlackWithNoCream. That's it. I'm done rambling. See you every Wednesday and Sunday. I love you for listening to this, and make sure to subscribe. All right, that's it. Fucking peace, you motherfucker.